Hello everybody, thank you for joining us, and today we're going to do a hand expression, and I'm thinking of doing something that is somewhat along that line, so a pointing sort of thing, and there's many different angles that can be used here, but the essential shape and the idea is really very simple, in that we will start with the basic shape. So I'm going to choose a pentagon, so smaller at this end on the right side, in this case a bit taller here, but we got the pentagon, and what we'll do is we'll put in an oval in this area. We'll put in a line, an arc like that, and we will next put in a set of lines, so like a spider legs or insect legs. So 1, 2, 3, and right here we're using the perspective, so we just put in a circle and go backward. So 3 circles will do. So that as you have guessed will be the index finger. So what we're going to start off with is the index finger itself, because it is in the foreground, it is pointing, and we'll use these circles that we've just put together to put down an index finger, foreshortened of course. So if you just do something along those lines, it will, give you that sausage or peanut like digit. So you have to imagine peanuts put together, and there we have the rest of the hand from this side above the thumb, let's say, and then we will just put in the thumb. It's all outstretched. If we have to remind ourselves that this is not necessarily a standard thumb in this case. Now it also has to be a little larger than the index finger, in my opinion. So we will change things as we're going along, but right now we can just concentrate now in putting the rest of these guys together, and I'm talking about the fingers, of course. And we got perhaps I could bring that down a little bit. So we got ourselves the middle finger there, the tallest finger, let's say. There's the skin folds. We got ourselves the finger next to it. So please use light strokes like all through. We do not need to necessarily go all out, and use darker pencils. It's not recommended practice. And we'll put down our wrist right there. So we got the structure together, like pretty much. And of course it all varies, because all hands are really they're different, and so I'm just going to flesh out some details here, literally speaking. And so as you see, the smallest finger not curved inward, and a bit of it is out, just it has that little dramatic feel when we go about it that way. And let's put in some essential finger lines right there as we are moving to just finishing this quick exercise. And there's the other skin folds, and as you know that hands have their correct characteristics lined up in those important skin folds. So we got the pointing thing pretty much going there. You could make this larger. It's all up to you of how much of a perspective you plan to imply, but that is the essential, the peanuts. You have to think of the peanuts when you're putting these down. And what I'll do is I'll just, my eraser is not up, so I'm just going to get rid of those lines. So that you could just see this hand a little better. Okay, so I'm going to put in finger lines here, and we will imagine that we're working with a light source. So from above, let's say there's a light source from above, and we're going to put in some shading right under the fingers, and in and around the hand, around the curves, around the bulges. So as you see that I'm just putting in some tones after at the bottom of the fingers anyways. A little bit here. I think like it'll be quite realistic to do that. A little bit of it right here where the index finger is raised. Now that's also for a dramatic bit. The shade necessarily does not need to be cast in that way, because the slightest tilt of a finger, the slightest curve of the hand can actually change the entire reality of how the light and the shadows are forming across it. But here is one quicker perspective, and it is essentially one that I think we see quite a lot. Very common expression of the hand. So there we have it. Just going to smudge a little bit so that it looks a little more pleasant, and there we have it, a quick sketch of a hand pointing in that manner with some foreshortening involved. And please do Google lots of images and try this out yourself. I'm pretty sure that you will have a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe, keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.